Yo, on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and let the video play. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of pictures and talking over it and trying to explain this shit. So just let it drop out their mouth. Ready, set, go. Instantly, they hit you with the dumb, kind of like that Universal hit you with the ball earth in front of whatever they trying to put out. And that's a signal to let you know, if you're smart enough to know that the ball is bullshit, anything that they're going to put behind that is going to be just as much bullshit. You see it in TV shows, you see it in movies, everything. Anything on the TV, you see that ball, you already know. It ain't no good. And I ain't riding with this cat.
It all started in World War II. Allied forces were
straight CGI. You already know there ain't no nukes. It's just straight CGI. That's it.
Devastating Nazi industry and armament factories with systematic bombing campaigns throughout the territories of the Third Reich.
Third Reich.
In response, Hitler commissioned the building of...
Alright, this guy next to Hitler got the wings, got the fold-out pyramid, the cross, already. He's ready.
Underground installations to protect crucial elements of industrial production needed to continue the war effort and to hide certain...
Big old 15 for your 6. Got the L's all around it to make it the cross as well. And look at this one. If man can tell you that they can build something that looks like a fake-ass UFO, why are you worried about aliens? If man can build it, I ain't believing in this shit, but if man can build something like this and make it look like a UFO, put it in the sky, and you gonna see it and think it's aliens? Nah, man, you gotta say that if man can at least do that. But overall, no, ain't no aliens, none of that shit.
Top secret technologies that were under development. The Tote Organization, a group...
Dr. Fritz Tote. A lot of this stuff is going to be a lot of coding. You already know your swastika. You see that everywhere still.
Of highly skilled civil engineers, under the direction of Xaver Dorsch, began the construction of the massive subterranean facilities in earnest. But by the time they were completed, it was too late. The Allies had already destroyed nearly all of Germany's industrial capabilities and were invading the fatherland. As American forces pushed further into Germany, they discovered the incredible underground installations that the Tote Organization had constructed and captured many of the organization's members, including Dorsch. Eventually, some of the high-ranking Tote Organization engineers were secreted away to the United States via Project Paper.
Why would you do that? Don't this sound like the Warner von Braun? Didn't he come from Germany? You got some people from Russia that dug the huge hole. Why would you have Warner von Braun and this guy that's on some crazy shit and bring him over to the U.S.? What are they going to do? Work for you? Yes, of course. It's part of the network.
Clip to continue their work building underground installations.
Underground tunnel.
For the U.S. government. Deep underground military.
And that's how they hit you again. If you want to keep going believing in this, again, they hit you with the dumb. There's no reason to put that on there. They already said it from the beginning. Underground Railroad, same shit.
Military bases, or D.U.M.Bs for short, are top secret subterranean facilities located, in most cases, miles below the surface of the earth. Commonly built within or beneath hard rock formations, such as mountains, mesas, hills, and plateaus, D.U.M.Bs provide maximum security and secrecy for both military and corporate interests. These clandestine underground installations facilitate at least 3 strategic objectives.
3 strategic objectives. Why do you gotta go underground in the first place to hide some shit? You can build a big building and put a gate around it and some security and ain't nobody getting in. Cameras, all that. Ain't nothing you gotta hide from. Fake. 3.
Number 1, security. As in the warehousing of sensitive assets, i.e., nuclear warheads, biological weapons, etc. and safe haven of high-ranking military and government officials during national crises, i.e., nuclear fallout, EMP attack, civil unrest.
All that shit is bull. If you're going to believe in the nuclear fallout, yeah, you're going to believe in the EMP and the civil unrest. And that's what they're going to hide from. That shit going on right now. Nobody hiding from that. They can fake all that. All three of those. Three again.
Etc. Number 2, secrecy. To conceal the research and development of highly classified technologies, especially those derived from antediluvian and or non-human origin. Also, to conduct controversial experimentation, especially relating to behavior.
How are you hiding this now? How are you hiding this now? It's on YouTube. There's plenty of people that can see it. You're basically advertising it. Ain't no secret.
Behavioral modification, genetic engineering, and human cybernetics. Number 3, subversion. To subvert public scrutiny and rule of law, as in the Constitution and Bill of Rights, in pursuit of technological, political, societal, and financial.
You have to go underground for that. You got to go underground for that.
Objectives. Though the existence of most of these dumb installations, no pun intended, is
pun intended.
Denied, some of them have surfaced into public awareness, such as the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, formerly the home of NORAD, and the
your CMC Cheyenne Mountain Complex 333. Bam, 39.
Mount Weather Complex. The well-known, yet officially undisclosed Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center.
All right, this thing right here. Is this on top of the mountain, in the mountain? You know, you driving around, you run into this shit right here. You lucky I ain't got zoom on this one, because, I mean, you got a parking lot down there. You got your 3 on the left, your 3 on the right. What is that, an O for your 6 or an 8? Either one, man. Come on.
Center, also known as the High Point Special Facility, located in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, is a continuity of government complex operated by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA.
So FEMA's handling all that in that spot, and they ain't even using it. FEMA's fake shit.
Completed in 1958, the classified installation beneath Mount Weather was originally designed to be a relocation site for the highest-ranking officials in government, including the President of the United States and his cabinet. Often described as a subterranean city, the base includes a hospital, crematorium.
So you can build a whole city in that mountain complex and nothing cave in on you? Damn.
Dining and recreation areas, sleeping quarters, an emergency power plant, dozens of office buildings, some of which are 3 stories high.
Big old 3 again.
Radio and television studio, which is part of the emergency broadcasting system.
Hollywood.
And a special train that connects to strategic locations throughout the country, utilizing a high-tech and hidden transit system. The Very High-Speed Transit System.
Just like your VHS. Ain't no different. Same shit.
Or VHST was a RAND Corporation concept presented to the military-industrial complex in the 1970s. The RAND Corporation described the concept as follows. A very high-speed transit system operating in its own rarefied atmosphere in evacuated tubes in underground tunnels. Most cases...
Evacuated tubes. You got your 21 for your 3 over there again. More coding. This just garbage.
Considered took less time to go coast to coast, as in 21 minutes, than it takes an aircraft to climb to an efficient operating altitude. VHST's tube craft ride on and are driven by electromagnetic EM waves. In accelerating, it employs the energy of the surrounding EM field. In decelerating, it returns most of this energy to the system. Tunnel systems would be shared by oil, water, and gas pipelines, channels for laser and microwave waveguides, electric power lines including superconducting ones, and freight systems. Environmental and economic benefits are substantial, and the technology for building and operating the system exists. Although the VHST was never to be developed for the benefit of the public, it was, nonetheless, quietly constructed beneath our feet for military application. There now exists a vast network of subterranean tunnels through which an electromagnetic
vast network of subterranean tunnels all around going up under you. What you got, the your tectonic plates? If they shift at all, you got an earthquake, right? You gonna go with that? Your lava, where's that coming from? All that shit come out the ground, and you want to tell me that they can just build a network and not worry about none of that shit? Maglev is definitely coded. Okay, you got your 3D down there again, another 3. It's bullshit. Just CGI, just showing you a upgraded subway.
Leviton train or maglev train passes at speeds in excess of Mach 2. The maglev...
Something going that fast. Mach 2. How fast is that? Can the body even handle that speed? The pressure, your internal organs? Let that shit blow up?
Train suspended on electromagnetic waves 3/4 of an inch above
3/4 for your 7.
a monorail, and moving faster than the speed of sound through a near friction.
Exactly, moving faster than the speed of sound. The rotation of the globe is faster than the speed of sound. Again, they tell you, you want to believe that shit, you got to believe this shit. I don't believe none of that shit.
Frictionless vacuum is able to traverse the distance between Los Angeles and New York City precisely as the RAND Corporation.
Half an hour. 10,000 miles per hour. Do you think the human body could even handle that? In 30 minutes, there goes your other 3.
Predicted.
New York Times again.
30 minutes. As unbelievable as it sounds, maglev technology is not science fiction.
It is fiction.
It is even now finally being considered for above-ground civilian application.
Called a subway.
Speed capabilities. The secret
Where do you even see any of that shit developing at? Above ground, maglev, high speed shit? You gotta clear some ground for that. They still got the train. Nah.
Construction of both the VHST and the D.U.M.Bs that they network together.
Big old D.U.M.B.
Possible by top secret nuclear powered tunnel boring machines called subterranean.
Again, another coded word. Subterranes. This sound like the Ninja Turtle bullshit. This motherfucker riding around in the dirt, disintegrating this shit. Yeah, right.
The patents for which, coincidentally, were filed in 1972 by scientists working at Los Alamos National Laboratory. Due to the advanced technology employed in these machines, exceptionally large tunnels can be made.
Big old eye right there. That's it. Same thing as your CERN. Get that Queen of Sheba bullshit. The fake ass picture. Just a big fucking eye. That's it. 3 prongs looking at you. Right there.
At incredible speeds without generating residual debris. In his book, Underground Bases and Tunnels, Dr. Richard Sauter explains, nuclear subterraneans...
This guy, Richard Sauter. They ain't gonna show you no picture of this motherfucker that's doing all this underground tunneling, disintegrating shit, turning into a glass wall. But they can tell you this shit. That's how they hit you in the eyes, in the ears. That's why they gotta show this shit on the screen to hit you both ways. If you don't believe with your ears, you gotta see it. All this doctor, whatever shit. Dr. Richard Sauter is 6'6". Alright, there you go. 6'6".
Work by melting their way through the rock and soil, actually vitrifying it as they go, and leaving a neat, solidly glass-lined tunnel behind them. The heat is...
Marking the firmament. That's it. Just marking the firmament.
Supplied by a compact nuclear reactor that circulates liquid lithium from the reactor core to the tunnel face, where it melts the rock. In the process of melting the rock, the lithium loses some of its heat. It is then circulated back along the exterior of the tunneling machine to help cool the vitrified rock as the tunneling machine forces its way forward. The cooled lithium then circulates back to the reactor where the whole...
Not worried about listening to any of this. Okay, you get your 2 and 11, your 22 for your 4 destruction number. Richard Sarter, number 66. That's all I'm worried about.
cycle starts over. In this way, the nuclear subterrane slices through the rock like a nuclear-powered 2,000 degree Fahrenheit earthworm, boring its way deep.
Yeah, just like a fucking earthworm, it can burrow its way through and leave a glass wall for a fucking subway to go through from Cali to New York in 30 minutes. Big old 3.
Deep underground. The United States Atomic Energy Commission and the United States Energy Research and Development Administration took out patents in the 1970s for nuclear subterranes. The first patent in 1972 went to the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission. The nuclear subterrane has an advantage over mechanical tunnel
Nuclear equals bullshit.
boring machines, and that it produces no muck that must be disposed of by conveyors, trains, trucks, etc.
Now, how big is a unit that can do that? Turn some dirt into a glass wall that can hold all that shit around them and not worry about no cave-in. What the? How big is a machine that can do that?
This greatly simplifies tunneling. The underground base at Mount Weather is an impressive facility.
Underground railroad.
But it is by no means the largest or the deepest beneath the soils of the United States. The construction of modern D.U.M.Bs employs technology vastly superior to what was available in the 1950s.
They've been doing this since the 50s? And I ain't heard about... Come on, man. You gotta hear about that shit from somebody from the 1950s. They can take you there and show you some real shit. Nah, no.
Now have the capability to build veritable cities over 10 miles below the surface.
10 miles deep. You got to go 10 miles deep just to start. And they want to complain about a jet that maybe takes a couple hours to get there. You got to go 10 miles deep. Yes, you got 30 minutes to get there, but you got to go 10 miles back up. How long that shit take? You got an elevator? What is that going to skyrocket you to the top? Nah, no.
Of the earth, completely undetected by the public. Massive.
Completely undetected by the public.
Multi-level complexes have been constructed in secret with funding from the black budget. Literally.
Your black budget, just like your black website, black web.
Right under our noses, out of sight and out of mind. In fact, at this present time, according to inside sources, there are over 200 deep underground...
What are your sources, man? You got over 200? You can't give me one? Over 200? You standing on YouTube saying this shit? You got inside sources. Over 200. You got 50 states. That's got to be over 4 in each state. That's a big network.
On military bases in the United States alone, and many more in various countries all over the planet.
Fake.
In light of this incredible reality, a glaring question presents itself. How can something so vast, expensive, and ubiquitous be kept secret for so long?
Because y'all control the cameras and the ones who stand in front of it. We don't want to say anything about it? No.
In other words, where are the whistleblowers?
Yeah, another coded word, your whistleblower. They always got to have one.
Enter Phil Schneider. For 17 years, Phil Schneider, an accomplished geologist, structural engineer, and explosives budget projects for the United States military and multinational private contractors. Possessing a level 3 security clearance, Rhyolite 38, and a near...
See, you got level 3, Rhyolite 38, because you're 311. Bam! Damn!
Level
Man,
IQ.
what the fuck?
Phil was versatile in many capacities, but his primary occupation involved the design and construction of deep underground military bases, including some of the most infamous installations on the planet, such as the Area 51 and S4 facilities in the...
There, see? Get you with the Area 51. See, they make their connections on their psyops. The garbage. You're going to believe in one, you got to believe in the other. I don't believe in none of them. Area 51 for your 6.
As well as the Los Alamos and Dulce facilities in New Mexico. After discovering a nefarious conspiracy involving an alleged collusion between factions inside the United States military and a technologically advanced non-human race living in the caverns of the earth, Phil felt betrayed by the leaders of the country he loved and summarily discontinued work with the military. Disillusioned with the government and enraged at the assassination of his colleagues working in black projects and of his closest friend, Ron Rummel.
Again, you're black. Black project, black web, all that shit. Nah.
Phil Schneider decided to break his oath of silence and disclose the
oath of silence. Nah.
In which he had been intimately enveloped for so many years. From 1994 to 1996, he lectured all across the country.
You're 6'9".
Even under a constant threat of death. In fact, in his final year on the lecture circuit, Phil survived 13 separate
You're 13. Again, all I give you is some garbage numbers, man. 13.
Assassination attempts involving firefights, car chases, and hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat. This guy right here. Look at you. Whatever age he is. Hand-to-hand combat with this one.
However, sadly, the 14th attempt on his life would succeed.
14 for your 5.
On January 17th, 1996, Phil Schneider was found dead in his apartment.
January 17, 117. You're 9.
In Wilsonville, Oregon. He was brutally tortured and then, with his hands bound behind his back, was slowly...
Now, this guy was killed for sharing his evidence, knowledge, whatever. They got a picture. This guy shows it. Okay, all right. Red and blue again.
By
black and white.
Tied around his neck. Although Phil's death was dubiously declared to be a suicide, all of the
a suicide.
material evidence he carried with him on the lecture circuit, including official documents proving his allegations, along with photographs and fragments of secret alloys used in reverse-engineered military craft, were missing. Besides all of this, Phil had lost the index and middle finger on his left.
Index and middle finger. So he already thrown up the 3 then. Easy.
And in a bizarre incident, there was simply no way
MF 36 right there.
He could have tied the catheter tight enough around his own neck to kill himself. For telling the truth, Phil Schneider paid the ultimate price. So rather than cite his testimony, I will let Phil speak for himself.
Yeah, let him talk.
I'm Phil Schneider.
Now this is some shit that really confuses me. Right here. This guy was killed for spreading the information that he knew about some shit that somebody didn't want to get out. All right? Swallow that. What about all these people in the crowd? He done survived more than 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 attacks, right? Death threats. And ain't nobody following him. So he's spreading all this shit to all these people, and only one person dies. So what about the other people that he been talking to, showing them all this stuff and all this shit? What happened to them? Get it?
I spent 17 years in black budget.
Black budget. Black.
Government geologist, as engineer, structural engineer with aerospace applications. Self-taught metallurgist, became kind of famous in my own right.
And does this not remind you of somebody else? Does it not remind you of somebody else? Somebody else that done died for putting out some work that exposing supposedly some shit the government don't want you to know. Right? Who does it remind you of? Bill Cooper died, got assassinated in a hotel for spreading some shit. So what about the people he been talking to? Why is his shit still on YouTube right now? Look him up. You can see that shit. If they're gonna kill you for what you spreading, why are they still spreading what you've been spreading? If you got killed for it, all right?
I basically would have a set of notes here, but they're unavailable.
You got notes, bitch.
Up here I have different artifacts explaining some of them are alien metals that have been produced both on this planet and the confines of outer space.
So basically what this whole thing is about is that in order for you to believe what this other guy was talking about, look at this dude right here. Got this this shit right here. Man, there's no way. Nah, there's no way. They putting his shit on the TV, him going around spreading some shit that no one else wants to know. When you gonna die, right? You putting his video up and he died for it. When do you go?